One, two, three. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Sultan, and today, at the end of the semester, I would like to talk about what does it mean to be a human and what I have learned from this class. So I want to share my story that happened to me like 2 years ago. Okay, this story happened to me 2 years ago. In 2020, we all know. This story happened to me 2 years ago. So it was 2020, and there were a lot of stuff that was going on in 2020. But one of the major ones were like COVID pandemic. So we were isolated in our house. We were on quarantine. Same happened to me. Me and my little brother, who was like 5 year old at the time, we were like locked in our house and we had nothing to do. And he's like young and like energetic. He cannot stay in the house for the whole day. And my parents come up with a nice idea. They decided to buy him a bird to keep him entertained for the whole day. And it kind of worked out. So they buy him a bird. It was like a canary. Here's a picture of it. So it was like a canary. It was a yellow one. It was really beautiful, but I don't think it was a natural color because it was really, really beautiful. It sang so good. It was beautiful. I didn't know that birds can sing so well. So, and their plan worked. My brother, like the bird kept my brother busy for the whole day. So one of the usual days in the quarantine, I'm playing soccer in our backyard, and the bird was in the backyard also. And there was like a cage, it was like a long stick with a round cage, and in the middle of cage there was a stick. And the bird used to sit in the middle of cage and sing. It sang so good. So the bird is singing, I'm playing soccer. But like one of those usual days, there's one accident happened. And so I kinda kicked the ball, and the ball started just flying to the random direction. And as you might guess, it hit the bird. So I mean, the bird was singing, and suddenly the cage just goes like starts to making circles, and I think it made like 5 or 6 laps, and after that the bird just stopped singing, and I was like concerned, like what happened. So I came to see the bird, and the bird's kind of moving, but like it didn't sing at all after that. But I was concerned. I was like, maybe like tough day. I don't know. Let it rest. So after 3 days, one of the mornings, I wake up. It was like 6 or 7 a.m. I wake up and see that the bird is like, if it used to sit on the stick, it was like lying on the floor, and it wasn't like moving. And I was like concerned, like why? I don't know. Maybe it was like 6 a.m. Maybe it's still sleeping. So I let it rest for like next 3 hours, but it didn't like move at all after that. So and here you go, like my brother wake up, and he goes to the cage all in tears. He's like, what happened to the Kesha? And I'm like, who is Kesha? And I didn't know that the bird had a name. At that moment I realized, what does it mean to be a human? Because something inside me told me that like if I tell this little boy what happened to his bird, his heart would be broken. And I believe that this is what humans are. We are all human, especially with that all of us have something inside that we call feelings, and who knows how many times it will be heard, who knows how many times we will go through hard moments in our life, but this is what help us to become who we are becoming. And at that point, obviously I lied to my little brother, because at that time I didn't want his little heart to be broken. So I told him like, of course I lied to him. So I said like, he was crying, and I tried to cheer him up. I'm like, don't worry, he's not dead. Of course he's not dead. Kesha is alive. I told him like, of course he's alive. And you know what happens to, how you call the worms that become butterfly? So literally what I told him is that, you know that worms, when the time comes, they become butterflies and just fly to the freedom. So I told him that happened to his same happened to his bird. So it was time for this bird to become a worm and live a peaceful life in the ground. So he was kind of, when I looked at his eyes, I saw that it was like mind blow. But it kind of worked, and we grab his bird. We go behind the house. I take
how you call that? What?
Shovel.
We go behind the house. I take the shovel. He takes the bird, and there was like a round red ball. I think it was like the toy of the bird. So I dig a hole. He plays the bird and his toy, and we dig it up. My brother says last words, and we go. And now he believes that his bird is living peaceful life in the ground. But the point of the story is that after that day, I realize who am I, because I'm a human and I know that I have feelings like my little brothers, and sometimes those feelings hurt. But as we go through the life, it's like a journey, and there is no a final destination where we become where we become someone, because as we go through the life, we always change, and those life experiences that we experience contribute to us and help us to become who we are becoming. So hopefully you like my little story, and that's it. Thank you very much for your attention.